right, good job, Andrew and Rayco. Now, water managers are keeping a close eye on rivers in northeast Weber County. A flood watch is in effect all week as snowmelt intensifies and, of course, rain remains in our forecast. New Specialist Jed Boal is live in Huntsville to show us what they're doing to slow the flow of the floodwaters.
Here in Huntsville, the South Fork of the Ogden River rages as it heads for Pine View Reservoir. In recent years, water managers nervously captured every drop in the reservoir. This year, they're still nervous, but it's a very different strategy.
This area here is notorious for flooding.
The worst of the flooding among this group of cabins where the river narrows.
We haven't been too concerned about it because we know where our water levels are on this river. We watch it very closely.
Residents put out sandbags over the weekend, and the flow remains steady.
The more you're aware of that hazard, the better you can respond.
The river passed flood stage 2 days ago, and the National Weather Service flood warning remains in effect until Saturday morning.
Just a complete turnaround from the last 5 years.
During the drought, the Weber Basin Water Conservancy District couldn't fill any of its reservoirs.
Going from that to this year, where we could have easily by now filled all of our reservoirs.
Instead, they left room in many reservoirs to handle the big volume runoff this month.
By February, we were making releases from our reservoirs,
dumping reserves that were so scarce in years past, keeping Pine View Reservoir down a third and sending the water through.
We anticipate that at least 1/3 of the reservoir's volume will pass through the reservoir and another third will fill it up.
That protects homes and property below the dam while passing as much water through all the way to the Great Salt Lake.
We are managing these reservoirs for flood control purposes, and we're saving tens of millions of dollars of property damage by doing so.
If you live along this river or any of our other rivers that are starting to rise, the emergency manager suggests that you check out the KSL River Flow Tracker on our weather page. That's where you can get the information about what's happening from hour to hour. In Huntsville, Jed Boal for KSL 5 News.
Jed, thanks.
Kevin.